up, but everybody stopped to see the aliens. It says, that's what everybody's saying, bro. I don't know if that's true or not, but everybody blocked the highway. Saying the aliens can't get us. I don't know.
Oh my God. No puedo creer. Mira, he tenido que parar aquí en la, ¿cómo se llama? En la pista, en la carretera, de la 21. Hay un ovni.
Look, the whole street is fucking stopped. There's a fucking flying spaceship. Yo, look at that. Look at everybody the highway right now. I don't know, bro. Espera, ni idea. A mí no se mueve de ahí.
Alright, Shalom. Before I play the rest of this video, I want to first give all credit and all acknowledgement to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and I want to give double honors to my teachers, the men who I learned this truth from, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and all the men on down, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, to the hopefully elect. Alright, just a quick video. This could, it could be, fake, or, one of Esau's drones, or, something from the Project Blue Boom, or whatever the case may be, but nevertheless, through faith, judging by the people's reactions, I do believe that this is a chariot, one of the chariots of Israel, one of the chariots of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, again, just judging by the people's reactions. All right. And, we're living in the times where, part of the signs of the heavens, we're living in the times where one of the signs in the heavens, all right, would be the Lord, revealing and manifesting these chariots, more and more. All right, as a, this is supposed to be like a faith booster to those that believe, understanding the times that we're in. I'm gonna go to Romans real quick. Before I get into the precepts that I want to get into, I'm gonna start this off in Romans 13 and 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed." Because you got a lot of people, say this time in and time out, you got a lot of people that don't believe that we're going to see the second coming of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach in this lifetime. All right. But again, when you read the prophecies, of Matthew's 24th chapter and Luke 21, 2nd Esdras 15 and 16, and other chapters, this is clearly the times that we were warned of, of the end. And again, one of the signs would be these chariots manifesting themselves. All right. Going to Luke 21 and verse 11, if I'm not mistaken. Slakia, Luke 21 and 11, if that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, "Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." And now again, these would be the signs, an indicator to the believing believers, when it's getting, when it's about that time for Yahweh Shai to make his return. All right. Reading it again, it says, "Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." And Is that not going on right now? Right? You got all these different, all these different, um, you know, civil wars and rumors rumors of wars, and all this commotion going on. All right, these race wars are about to, these race wars are about to jump off. All right, again, just showing that these are part of the signs. We read on in verse 11. It says, "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places." Now, another one of the signs, it says, "And famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven." All right, which is the point. All right, because again, you got all the lunar eclipses and things going on out there in the heavens. But again, one of the signs would be these chariots. All right, a fearful sight, which is considered a fearful sight to those that don't believe, because clearly in the video they were talking about aliens and being invaded and stuff like that. But again, that's because of people they don't know. They don't believe. It's a land of barren faith, no faith. But again, to those that do believe, this is not more than a faith booster. All right, because again, we're getting close to the time of the second coming of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. All right, which means deliverance. All right, because we've been in captivity long enough, and we're tired of this place, and we want to get out of here. And we know that those chariots, that's our ticket out of here. Because once this place gets hit with ICBM missiles and nuclear warfare breaks out throughout the four corners of the earth, and especially here in America. All right, again, those chariots, they're going to be our ticket to salvation. That's going to be our ticket out of here. All right, so these are the things that we're looking for. All right, so when you jump down to verse 25, it says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves warring, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken." Because again, as these chariots start manifesting themselves more and more, all right, again, that's a faith booster to us, but again, it's a fearful thing to to everyone else, but even more so the wicked least, because again, they see these things as well, and they know that it's getting, they know that these things represent their end. All right, so this is why they were, this is why they're gearing up and making these trips to outer space. With that forgot that recently that what do you call it, that space shuttle, I think it was Dragon X or something like that. All right, they're getting ready for that war in heaven that's talked about in Revelations. All right, because again, they know these things to be to come to pass. All right, but again, this is a fearful sight to them. But for us, it's I mean, we can't wait, because again, that's our ticket out of here. All right. Now, real quick, I'm gonna go to Psalms 33 and 8, because again, as these things start to become more and more clear and evident. All right, I'm gonna read this real quick. Psalms 33 and 8. It says, "Let all the earth fear Yahweh. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of Him." Yeah, like I said, in that video, you see people, bugging out and freaking out. People don't know what's going on, even though you have the prophets. All these breakdowns dealing with these chariots. You still got people believing that these are aliens. And again, they don't know what's going on. Because the people are clueless. And again, I keep saying this is a land of no faith. All right. So this is why the people they stand in awe. They don't know what's going on, and they don't know what's about to happen. Also go to Jeremiah the 10th chapter, starting in verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the word of which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So you see, yeah, because we know and understand what these things represent. All right. But again, to everyone else, they stand in dismay. They stand in awe and shock and astonishment. Because again, they don't understand. They don't believe in these things that the prophets. What they try to explain to the people what these things are, what these things mean. All right, and all these signs and giving out all these warnings. That again, here it is. People, they still acting like they don't know. All right, and to the majority of the people, that day's going to catch them as a thief in the night, because best believe, all right, when the Heavenly Father Yahweh gives the green light and Yahweh Shai shows up, he's coming, with force. And he's showing up with these angels and showing up in a multitude of these angels. All right, when you go to what is that? Psalm 68 and 17. It says the chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. So you see, just showing that, when it comes to these chariots, they, it's an innumerable amount of these chariots. All right, because again, best believe when Yahweh Shai shows up and this great war in heaven takes place. All right, you're gonna have these chariots covering the face of the earth. All right, and for the most part, these chariots, they're gonna have two missions. All right, to recover the elect, gather up the elect and beam them up in those chariots, and to destroy. All right, because again, when it's all said and done and Yahweh Shai shows up, all right, and you have these different nuclear missiles, different ICBM missiles, being shot throughout the four corners of the earth. You're gonna have the nuclear warfare, all right. But you're also gonna have these chariots, shooting out, concentrated fire and laser beams and and things of that nature. All right, a good depiction of that is it's that movie with Tom Cruise. I think it's World War Z. I think. World War Z. Or War of the Worlds, Slovakia, War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise that came out some years ago. All right, well, you had the chariots coming out of the ground, and they started zapping people. All right, that's a good depiction of what these chariots are going to be doing when Yahweh Shai makes his grand entrance. All right, because like I said, Yahweh Shai, when he shows up, he's showing up. He himself in a massive chariot, so massive. All right, that's why the precept that I read in Luke, the 21st chapter, talked about a fearful sight, because again, the day of the Lord is going to be a terrible day. All right, when the majority of the people see these chariots, they're going to be dying of heart attacks. All right, be shitting their pants. All right, as well as the uncountable amount of angels that are going to be showing up. All right, they're going to be showing up in flanks and just a number, a number we can't count. All right, because there is no limit to Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, but real quick, I'm gonna go to Isaiah 66. Let's see where I can start. I'll just jump to just get to the point. Verse 15. Verse 15, it says, "For behold, Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire." So you see, like I said, once those chariots shows up, and they're going to be getting busy. All right, because like I said, two things that the chariots are going to be doing, two missions: seeking and destroying. All right, seeking out and beaming up the elect. All right, and the 1/3. And destroying. Those chariots, they're going to be issuing fire and zapping people and zapping buildings and monuments. They're going to be getting busy too and putting in their work. But again, these are things that we look forward to, and we talk about these things time in and time out. And the people, they still well, matter of fact, because when you go to what is that First Corinthians 4:10 talks about how we are counted as fools. First Corinthians 4:10 it says, "We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised." Yeah, because we talk about these things. The earth is going to be invaded, but not by little green beings, but by a mighty and powerful force. All right. There's scriptures talk about how Yahweh Shai, when he shows up in his second coming, he's showing up in his full glory. He's not showing up. The scriptures say he's not coming to meet thee as a man. All right, he's coming with that power and that force. All right, and that includes the chariots, the many multitude of chariots and angels in those chariots, operating those chariots. All right. But yeah, we talk about these things, the earth being invaded with chariots. All right. A big so-called black man with a white woolly beard. All right. Red piercing eyes. All right. We're counted as fools for speaking these things. All right. But nevertheless, we are wise in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. All right. We speak these things boldly because this is a thing of faith. And, we believe these things to be true. And even Esau, the top elites, they know these things. All right. They know these things are coming to pass. And this is why they're, like I said, they're gearing up, sending their space shuttles, getting things ready. All right. They got their direct energy weapons, and, they're mounting up their troops because they know these things they know these things are coming to pass. All right. And this is why they make these movies like Independence Day and War of the World. This is why they make these movies. All right. But nevertheless, let me get another one on 2 Corinthians 11 and 19. I think this is pretty much the same thing. 2 Corinthians 11 and 19. It says, "For ye suffer fools gladly, seeing ye yourselves are wise." So you see, we're counted as fools. We're kind of, people call us crazy and nut jobs and conspiracy theorists, but and that's okay. All right, we speak these things boldly. We the scriptures talk about those that are blessed. Those that, let me get it real quick. Matthew's 5 and 10, it says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." So you see, this the same individuals you're laughing at, you're scoffing, calling them crazy. Those are going to be the same individuals, all right. That's going to be taken up by these chariots. All right, those are the same individuals. All right, they're going to be safe when it comes down to it, because best believe, like I said, the earth is going to be invaded with these chariots. All right. When you go to Wisdom of Solomon and see, brothers, they say that, saying a time in, a time out, the biggest "I told you so" moment in history is about to take place. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1, or starting at 1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stay in great boldness." So yeah, this is why we continue to proclaim these things, because again, this is a thing of faith, and we believe through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, we believe these things to be true, and we believe these things are coming to pass. So this is why we continue to, suffer persecution. All right, we stand in boldness. All right, because Yahweh Shem Shah, he's not going to let his saints down. He's never failed those that have put their trust in him. All right, so this is why, we continue to say these things in boldness. All right, reading on, it says, "Before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors." So you see, we don't give a damn about the non-believers at this point. All right, we're, again, the Yahweh Shem Shai is clearly, showing us the signs. We're getting ready to get out of here. You're either going to get with it or get left behind. And it's that point. It's simple. It's not the time to be trying to convince anyone because me, personally, I say this all the time. I'm not in the business of persuading individuals. I'm just trying to do this work, make my calling and let you sure, so I can, Yahweh Ratazah, I can get into one of those chariots. Yahweh Ratazah. All right. Reading on verse 2, it says, "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for." Yeah, because again, the same individuals you're talking shit about, you're scoffing them. All right, you're laughing them to scorn, calling them crazy and nut jobs and all these other things. All right, those are going to be the same individuals that are going to be taken up by these chariots. All right, those are going to be the same individuals that they're going to be all right. All right, you might have one of these men, one of these elect men, standing next to you as the nuclear missiles are coming down, and they get beamed up, and and you're standing right next to them, but you get left behind, and you eventually the missile, it falls on your own head. you know this is what it's going into when it's talking about the strangest of his salvation. All right, because again, we've been talking about these things, for a long time, and when it actually comes to pass, a lot of you are going to be shook. All right, like I said, a lot of you are going to be dying of heart attacks, looking up in fear. All right, y'all, a lot of you are going to get caught off guard, and you're not going to know what's going on. All right, and because again, you don't believe, but those of the faith, we believe. All right, and even more so when you jump down to verse 4, it says, "We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor." So you see that? Because again, though we're counted as fools, we're looked down upon in the society. We're looked at as crazy and conspiracy theorists. But again, when these things come to pass, all right, you're gonna be the ones accounted as fools. All right, you're gonna be the one without honor. All right. So, I'm gonna go ahead and play the rest of this out, and I'll end it there.
Everybody stopping and stopping their cars and literally to report this shit.
Okay, this is literally a fucking UFO. Like, it's just floating. The shit was closer. It went up. A light was like shining from it, like a beam. And this shit is just fucking flat. And it was moving in like circles. Like, it was going like this, like around and around and around and around. And this shit is just floating right here now.
So with that, give all credit once again to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and others, and all the men on down from Great Millstone. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatam to the hopeful elect. And until next time, Shalom.